Is everybody ready? This is our favorite segment, and it is called our Fab Five. Okay, so our Fab Five this week. Okay, it's kind of a play on our last week's Fab Five. Mm-hmm. So last week we did the Fab Five best TV parents. Now we're going to do the Fab Five worst TV parents. Okay, Dr. S, I'm going to go first here.
Okay.
Okay, you ready? My number 5 is Naomi and Warren Putnam. Who do you ask? That's from Handmaid's Tale. Do you remember that, what's her freaking name? Janine! Janine had the baby for off Warren. Okay, and then remember, like, the wife, Naomi, she was like, I just don't feel like I have a connection with Angela. Remember she named her Angela?
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that they're terrible parents because...
That's deep.
Well, like, look at, like, the situation that child has to, like, grow up in, okay? And then, remember when the child gets sick, and Naomi's like, I don't want Janine to be there. And even, like, what's her name? Serena Joy's, like, trying to convince her, like, let her have her, like, birth mom, like, to make her feel better. She's like, I don't want that. I know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, those nasty little people, made my number 5. The only reason they are only number 5 is because finally she did end up letting Janine, like, you know, hold the baby.
So Janine saved their lives.
Well, she really did.
When she sang the song.
Oh, she
so
saved her child's life. So they could have been higher on my list, but I am gonna go with number 5.
That was very, very deep.
Okay, thanks. I'm excited to hear your number 5. Who's your number
5? Is Al and Peg Bundy from Married with Children.
Shut up. That's a good one.
But, you know,
you have to put them on there.
They're not good parents.
You're right. They're not. I mean, what do they do for their children?
Their kids pretty much do whatever the frack they want.
What exactly do they do? What do they bring to the table for their children?
They do get it on a lot. They're frisky people.
They fight a lot, but they make up a lot.
No, they don't. Yeah.
No,
yeah.
Hey, that's a good one.
They're entertaining.
Well, at least they're entertaining.
They're good for me, but not for their kids.
Love and marriage. Okay. All right, so let's move on to number 4. So, my number 4 is Karen and Ted Wheeler. Again, who do you know?
Stranger Things!
Okay, my biggest problem is, why do they not know where their children are?
What the hell's your problem?
Why do they never know where their children are?
Yes.
Like, they're a little bit neglectful, and why do they never notice that 11 is living in their basement, like, the whole first season? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Okay, so, I mean, I'm sure they're very sweet people, but, you know, you gotta pay attention to your children.
It's really number 1 if you want to be on the list of
You're gonna have to make sure that they're okay.
Know what they're up to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So for that reason alone, for not even knowing what your children are up to or where they are, you're number 4. Okay. What's your number 4?
Okay, so Dawn and Betty Draper.
Oh, Mad Men?
Mad Men!
Oh!
They are really good looking, but really bad parents.
That doesn't matter!
So bad. Dawn has sex with everyone,
Oh.
including teachers.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. And, they're just overall bad. Betty says things that's just bad for the daughter's self-esteem.
Really?
They're just not good parents.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew the Draper. I haven't seen Mad Men, but I do know the Draper reference, so.
They're not good. They're
you
good
guys
looking.
suck.
They're
good looking, not good parents.
Yeah, that's
There's
the world,
a difference.
The world that you want to live in, that 50s world.
Yeah.
That's probably more realistic.
I do love the 50s lifestyle.
Yes, yeah.
I'm from the 50s.
But if you really...
I'm reincarnated.
But if you really lived there, it'd be like that world. Oh,
I wouldn't act like her. I promise.
No. Okay.
All right. Number 3. Ready? My number 3 is Donna and Doug Shellstrop. Does Shellstrop sound familiar to you?
That one I'm not familiar with.
That's The Good Place.
Oh!
That's Eleanor's parents.
Ooh.
Okay. How far have you gotten in The Good Place?
Like, just a few episodes, like maybe 4 or 5.
Okay, so, you know how she's kind of, like, crude and, like, whatever, and, like, I don't care, like, whatever, I don't care about anybody else, I insult people. It's her parents. They neglected her. She actually legally emancipated herself from them in her teens.
Oh,
You'll find out. But they didn't care. The mom was, like, into her looks and, like, you know what I mean? And then the dad was, like, I don't know, like, figure it out, kid. So she kind of had to raise herself. So, again.
The flashbacks in that show are the best.
Like, one of the best shows
to
ever.
show how they got to where they are. I'm just like, oh, genius.
If you keep watching Dr. S, you'll find out more about her parents and why they're terrible parents and why they're my number 3. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, what's your number 3?
The Bluths.
I don't know that.
God, I'm the worst with names.
No,
Lucille is the mom.
Okay.
Freaking dad. I don't remember his name.
What show is it?
Arrested Development.
Oh!
Did you ever watch that?
No.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
These
missing
parents are awful.
out. Why? What do they do?
Well, you know how they say you should never pick favorites?
Yeah.
They're not about that.
Shut up.
No, it's quite obvious.
Seriously?
Yeah. They're just awful.
They chose a favorite?
Oh, yeah. And they also,
Great.
like, well, the dad winds up in prison. The mom's, like, martini glasses all the time. And it's just, they're not good.
I'm not mad at
Yeah,
that.
the kids are totally dysfunctional, and it's quite obvious.
It's because of the parents.
I mean, it really just, how could it not? It's always.
Great job, guys.
Parenting is important.
I kind of want to see the show now.
You should watch
I want to
it.
see how terrible
Oh my
they
God,
are.
it's so good.
Yeah.
You should watch it.
Okay.
Oh, Jason Bateman's in it.
Oh, I love Jason Bateman.
Yeah.
Ozark.
There you
Woo, woo. Okay, so my number 2 is Peg and Al Bundy.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
From Married with Children. Okay, so obviously there was like no supervision for the
Oh,
kids.
exactly.
Do you remember some episodes they like didn't even have food? Like they were like,
No.
you're gonna have to like figure it out, kid.
Mhm.
And then like, you know, like basically no parental guidance whatsoever.
Yeah. Do it.
Like you're gonna have to figure it out yourself. Like, doesn't the daughter Kelly like become kind of like promiscuous and like,
Yes.
you know, not in like a acceptable way?
Not in a good way. For a teenager.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like they were kind of into themselves a little bit. So
Yeah.
obviously you agree with me because you put him at number 5,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna put him at number 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you? What's
My
your
number 2 is, so from Riverdale.
Oh, okay.
I really could have chosen, like, my whole Fab 5 could have been a separate Riverdale parent, but I decided not to do that to people because
Okay.
you already humored me. But Hermione and Hiram Lodge, Veronica's parents,
Whoa.
they are bad people.
Mm-mm.
Well, I mean, Hiram Lodge is the person who got somebody to shiv Archie.
No, they were responsible for that?
He's like the one who runs the prison fight club.
Stop.
Yeah,
What?
and then he actually funded the prison, which is where they like make the drugs, which is called Fizzle Rocks.
Oh,
Yeah, Fizzle
my
Rocks are
gosh.
actually like drugs. And so Hermione is the wife, mom of Veronica, and she's the mayor, but she knows that Hiram's doing all this stuff, and she don't care.
What?
Yeah, and the worst part is they don't even hide the stuff from Veronica, their daughter. They're just like, yeah, this is what we do. Mm-hmm.
Okay, those are terrible.
They're
parents.
like explicitly bad. There's other bad parents in Riverdale, like pretty much everyone.
Really?
Except for Luke Perry, Archie's dad. He's a good dad. Yeah.
Luke
Archie,
Perry.
hi.
Okay, well, shame on you.
Yeah, so they're horrible parents.
Wow.
They're so bad.
Oh my gosh, good to know. Well, the time has come for our number 1, and this is our number 1 worst TV parent, and I'm so excited to say that it is for me, Jamie and Cersei Lannister
Oh my god.
from Game of Thrones. Can we just like talk about how they're actually what?
We might as well just let me
What?
tell me.
Tell me what?
My number 1 is also.
High five.
Because seriously,
They're brother and sister.
there's no way there could be another worse person.
They're the absolute worst ever in the history of people.
I dare you to comment and leave us.
Someone that's
Worse.
worse. A parental unit that's worse than them. They're twins. They got the same blood. They shared a womb. And they're still parents for some reason. And like, I'm pretty sure all their kids are dead.
They're bad.
Or,
Remember
like, most of
Joffrey. So like part of the criteria for me is like, how did your kids turn out? Joffrey.
He was.
I mean, the other
devil.
kids, like, they didn't have a chance, but they're
I
dead.
know.
So who cares? Joffrey.
He was insane. He was a monster. They freaking pushed Bran from the freaking window because they were getting it on and he found them. And then, you know what I mean? Like, and then they got their kids killed. They're still continuing to do it. I can't get over the fact that they're parents, but they're brother and sister.
Yeah.
Let's not look past that,
Yeah.
kids. Yeah. So we agree then.
We are
I'm so glad.
100% eye to eye.
All right.
I can't imagine.
Is there anything left to say,
I
really?
don't think so.
They're terrible because they're gross.
Yeah.
They're disgusting. You
I
shouldn't
don't
have
even-
children. You shouldn't be
They
parents.
shouldn't.
Just be brother and sister twins, and that's
I
it.
do feel bad for the other kids, though. That kind of made me think, like, they didn't really do anything wrong.
The one that killed himself? I'm sad. Timon, what's his name?
Tobin.
Tommen. He was a sweet boy.
He was just like, I'm screwed.
You know what? Good for you. That's probably better.
Get out of
actually.
here. Just, like, save yourself.
Save yourself.
Yeah,
exactly.
I know.
Oh my gosh. Good list.
That's hilarious.
Did we
choose
choose the
the
same
same
picture?
I was like, which picture really encompasses the
That they're in love. Yes.
The grossness of
The
it.
incestuousness.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Mhm.
Good
Good job. Good job, Tori.
You too. All right, you ready to move on from this nastiness?
I
Okay.
have to.